Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Be Your Own Boss. Music has no language, and yet music is the most melodious language in the world. And music can change the world because music can change people. And today we have with us Sam Cleetus, the founder and of many music institutes and the author of the series of books called Anyone Can Learn. So this one is Anyone Can Learn Piano. This is available on Amazon. There is also Anyone Can Learn Guitar, Anyone Can Learn Keyboard. So there are I think 7 different books that he has written. And there is so many accolades, so many achievements that Sam has that I have literally printed out some notes here to read out his achievements. It's not just one company that he's the founder of. Sam has founded the Sam School of Music in India, Symphony Music Learning Center in Dubai, it's called Let's Music Academy in Dubai, and Yella Music Learning Center in Dubai, which is the latest one. And he has prepared over 2,000 students for music board exams, globally accredited music board exams with institutes like the Trinity College of London, ABRSM, which is Associated Board of London School of Music, London College of Music, Music Teachers Board in the UK. And he has also managed the music departments for Step Up Academy, The Hive, Voice International, Al Hayat. And Sam teaches several instruments like the piano, the keyboard, the guitars, drums, violin, and he also teaches singing, music theory, music production. And he has, with over 25 years of experience, the specialty Sam has is that he teaches one-on-one, not a group session where the whole class is sitting and learning. And he specializes in one-on-one sessions with students. And like his book title says, anyone can learn music. So he focuses on that, any age. Especially, of course, the students are mostly children, but any age, anyone can learn music. And that's what we're going to learn today about music. We're going to learn how we as entrepreneurs, we as employees can learn music and benefit from music. So let's hear from Sam about his story, his journey. Sam, welcome to the Be Your Own Boss podcast.
Thank you, Sachin. Thank you for having me.
Sam, it's really an honor. The introduction itself is so many different, so many accolades. So I'm super excited. Let's start your journey, your story right from the beginning. So if you could just tell us about your parents, your siblings, where were you born?
Yeah, sure. First of all, music is my life, and it's my passion, and it's my hobby, and it's my career too. Wow. So I'm fortunate to have, in the world of music right from my, beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started learning music when I was very young, maybe 4 or 5, because my mom, she was the choir leader in the church.
Okay.
And my father was an engineer in government service, and my mother was a homemaker. But she was very, fond about the music, especially the singing. So she used to sing all the time. And I wanted to tell you one fact. Do you know that everybody is a musician?
Now, how? I'm not a musician.
Yeah, no, you are.
Am I?
Yes, you are. Not only you, everybody in this world are musicians.
Okay.
When a beat start, we say that a music started, right? So the same way, and the beat start within our heart, the medical science, the doctors call heartbeat. So if a child is born, the doctors, diagnose, there's a heartbeat. That means the music.
Yeah.
So the musical journey starts from the womb to the tomb. That's our life.
Okay. So you're saying that the heartbeat that starts from the womb and it stops only in the tomb.
Yes.
So as long as there is beat, there is music. As long as there is.
As long as we have the beat, means the heartbeat, we are alive. If there is no music, that means you are dead.
Wow.
You can't be a Mozart, or you can't be a Beethoven, or you can't be a Michael Jackson, but you can be a Sachin, a musician.
Okay.
It adds values to each and every profession. For example, if you are an engineer or if you are a doctor or a professor or any kind of job you are doing, the music can add value to your life.
Okay.
Engineer with the music is different than the engineer without the music. The doctor with the music is different than the doctor without the music.
So, a lot of people like listen to music.
Yes.
So that's one way. Like,
Yep.
I mean, you can have a doctor who's, let's say, who's going to do a surgery and he just listens to music. He's probably calm. But then, when you say musician, like if someone can learn music and play music, is that possible that any profession, anybody can learn and play music as a hobby on the
Yes.
side? And
if you listen to the music, you are putting the music inside you. But when you play or when you learn music, which is come out from you, that's the difference.
okay,
If you are putting something inside you, is different than
yeah.
something coming out from you.
So you're producing the music.
Yes, that means you are creating a positive energy.
Yeah.
That means you are creative. There is no mistake in music. You believe that? I believe that.
Okay.
If you make a mistake in any song, I call it as another music. For example, I am playing a sonata or symphony. If I made a mistake, but I can call it as it's another music. If you change one note in a song, that is another song. So I believe there is no mistake in music. I tell all the students, okay, you are playing according to a note. If you make a mistake, don't worry. It's another music.
Yeah.
That's it. So simple.
Wow.
So don't worry about your make, because most of the people, they are worried. Okay, am I playing wrong notes? I said, no. Even if it's wrong, the others called, you say that it's another music.
Because usually what happens is like somebody is, let's say, singing a song from a movie or a popular song. If they're not singing it properly, people say he has not sung it correctly because it is not
Yes.
correct. It's not matching with
Yes.
what the original song was.
Yeah.
But this is
Something different.
A different kind
The
of.
original may be like that, and you're singing it this way.
Yeah.
So this is something different. That's it. So that's how I encourage my students, because I don't shout or I don't tell them that this is a mistake. I said you played differently. You played a different note.
Okay.
That's not a mistake. That's why the students are, staying with me for a long time because they never play mistakes.
So going back to your journey, so you were saying that like you learned from at the age of 4.
Because we had a small harmonium at home. My mom used to practice songs in that.
Okay.
So I started with that. She taught me some basics. Then I started learning by my own. I played all the songs. Then I started learning keyboard. Then later on piano. You know that the difference between piano and keyboard or no?
No, I don't know.
Okay, actually both.
For me, all like everything
all
that
like
has,
the same. They
there
has
is white and black keys
black and
on
white.
it. So that's all I know. So please.
Piano is a classic musical instrument. We don't get any other sound apart from the piano tone. But in keyboard, it's an electronic instrument where we can put all the type of different tones and rhythms and effects. It's a computer. It's a synthesizer. That's it.
Okay.
We can't call it as a musical instrument because it doesn't produce any sound. It adopts the sound of the other musical instrument. For example, if you switch on one keyboard, the first tone will be like piano. Then two harpsichord or strings or violin, or even you can play the drums in it. So that's how it is. It's more of like functionality. It's like a computer. That's it.
It's like an electronic.
Yes,
device.
it's called electronic keyboard itself.
Yeah. Okay,
That's it.
Okay. So and then there are the bass instruments like harmonium how is harmonium different from a piano, because that also has keys in it?
Yes, that functionality is different because piano it's a string instrument.
Okay.
Because like guitar, there are several strings inside the piano. So when we press the keys, one hammer, the wooden hammer will go and hit the string. That's how the sound is produced. But in harmonium, when we move the bellows, then the air flows and make the sounds.
Okay.
It's like that. And in there's some other instrument called organ, like church organ it's called. Basically they use like foot pedals to blow the air. So it's different kind of functionality and different kinds of tones coming out of it. The keys look like the same, but the sounds and tones are different.
Yeah. And similarly, there is also, there are lots of the string instruments like guitar, sitar, veena.
Yes.
I don't know if there is a difference. Is there a difference between sitar and veena?
All the musical instruments are different. Basically, that difference in the range of the voice.
Okay.
Because, for example, piano, it has like 88 keys. It has a wide spectrum of tones, the voices. But like violin and all, it has like, less space like in the fretboard. So the spectrum of like the tone will be less, like that. And the sound produced in a different ways. The guitar, even veena, they all have strings, but the sound produced from that instrument is different. Okay. So we can easily identify, okay, whether it is a guitar or veena or sitar, that we can identify the tones.
And with the advent of technology now, like when we listen to music in in movies and songs that are the bass instruments still used, or is it more of like just technology driven music generated by?
See, it's like all the the industry, the AI, for example, the technology AI, it's really helped in music. Before that all the instruments are played live in the recording studio. But I think the change happened, I think when I was like 14 or 15, like in 90s, there was like a software or kind of thing called a sampler came. It has with all the sound of the instruments. So we can play, you just need to know how to play the keyboard. You can play any instrument. Let's say around 80 to 90% it will be like the similar. We can't identify whether it is like from the instrument or from the sampler. It's like that.
Okay.
So even still now we can make a great the normal people, they cannot differentiate it. Unless you are like a pro, okay, you can see that, for example, the violin, it's played live or it's from the software.
Okay.
The plugins. So there are a lot of plugins available. So if you play like single violin, you can make it like a orchestra. So that's the technology now.
Wow. And I've been actually waiting to ask this question to a musical, music person. So let me ask you this. When A.R. Rahman sir, when he came into the picture in the early 90s, right? When he, I think Roja was the first one when he played. The music that he brought to the movies was completely unheard of. It's a different kind of beats and different kind of this. What did he bring? Like, was there a change in the did he bring in some new instruments, or what was different about Rahman sir's music? Do you know? Like,
music, I could say it's like a cooking. Okay. I don't know how good you are in cooking, or if I give you the same recipe or the things, ingredients to you, and if I cook and you cook, and a professional cook, if he does, there's a difference.
There will be different. Yes.
So that is the creativity which comes out from each and every person. Okay, you didn't try anything in music, so that's why it's hidden in you. So I'm here to take out the hidden talents from you.
Okay.
Maybe you can do better than anyone else in the world, but you didn't try it. That's the truth. So that's what I told. Everybody has music inside. God built with music everyone.
Wow. Okay. never thought of life this way, or never thought of myself this way, that I could even think of music. Like I said, I have zero knowledge of music. So going back to your journey, so you said that once you learned from the childhood, and then you started learning different instruments.
Yes.
And then how did, like, after your education, what was your first step? How did you start that?
Yeah, see, when I was learning the music, I was very passionate and I practiced long hours. So the music school which I learned, I was very friendly with the manager, and he gave me the key of the music school, and he told Sam, whenever you want, you come and practice, because I practiced a lot. And I assisted the other teachers there to teach like small kids like age 3 or 4. So I gradually learned guitar, then drums, then violin, like that. I learned all these instruments by time. Then when I was just graduated, I think 18 or 19, my music teacher asked, Sam, why don't we start our own music school? So his second name was Sam, and my name is also Sam. So we started a school back home in India. It's called the Sam Schools of Music. And in 2 years, we could start 4 branches. Wow. And thousands of students were learning there. So that was my journey, started, establishing the music schools.
Wow. So that must have also given you an idea about the business of music academy, right? Like, because you
Yes.
started the music academy. So tell us about like that. What did you learn from that experience
Because-
of running the?
Because from my family there was no pressure, because my parents told, okay, whatever you wanted to do, what's your passion, do it. That's it.
Okay.
So when I started, everybody discouraged me, and even my mom and all. Okay, what you will do with the music and all. But in like short period of time, I realized the potential in music, because hundreds of students were coming and learning, and I see how happy they are, and especially some students with like autism and that hyperactive students. Doctors tell the parents, okay, you send them for the music lessons, and as he told, I see. I'm eyewitness that that music can change people.
Music can change people.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So I was with that music school around 7 to 8 years, and 2007 I moved to Dubai,
Okay.
and I worked in like 2 companies till 2011, and in 2011 I started Symphony Music Learning
So you
Center.
worked as in like other jobs, not
Other
non-music jobs.
The funny thing is that when I came here, I used to stay in like sharing accommodation, and there was 7-8 people in my room, and my salary was very low. But I told them, okay, I brought my guitar with me, and I told them, okay, I'm a guitar teacher. So all of them in my room, they wanted to learn with me, and they paid me. So
wow.
I could make a pretty decent money within my room after my work, like that. So my journey was, as I told, started from age 5 or 6. Then I continued till now.
Wow. So you've been teaching all
Yes,
along,
teaching.
music and playing music all along.
Yes.
You started teaching to your roommates, teaching music with your roommates, and then you started from there. How did you start your own institute here in Dubai? Did you quit your job and started on your own?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was so confident that even if I start the music school in any part of, even now also, I'm confident that if I start any part of the world, it will be a huge success. Because the challenges which I faced when I learned music was, one, the attitude of the teachers. They were so rude and shouting and all these things. And the second thing, they used to teach like books are available in the market, which is not bad, but I don't like that songs. But I forced to learn that song, whichever I don't know. So I created my own syllabus, my cream syllabus for all the different instruments, like piano, keyboard, guitar. So I have my own unique syllabus that I teach the students, and every day I'm updating it. If somebody bring a new music, if I like it, I give to the other students. So I just check that, okay, most of the students like that song, I just added into my syllabus. So I had a cream of syllabus of my last 25 years, and that is the books I published in Amazon. Yeah, it's available in Amazon. So that is the speciality of my teaching.
You've published a lot of books on music. Now, my understanding was that like music is something where you need a guru, right? You need a guru to guide you and tell you play like this, play like that, or and then, but so how does one learn from books?
Each and everyone has different taste or talent in music. To learn the basics, for example, you say that we start in the kindergarten to learn ABCD. Okay, so if you learn that alphabet, you can read any books. That's the same that way works in my books also, because I teach how to read the music language. For example, I like pop songs, maybe you like Western classical or Eastern songs or something, because nowadays these songs are all available in the internet. It's all in your fingertips. Just type your favorite song and you can print the sheet of music.
Okay, the notes of the song.
The notes of the song. Okay. For example, any song is available in internet. So you can just take the printout and you can play by yourself. That's it. So these books help you to how to read the music language, like the ABCD. That's what I'm doing. I'm not teaching any genre or any kind of particular song. I'm teaching just the language of music. You learn the language, you play your favorite song. Like if you know English, you can read novels, you can read poems, you can read stories or any other thing. The same thing, I'm teaching the language of music so that you can play your favorite songs.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, talking of YouTube, talking of internet, right? Like a lot of people who want to learn something, the first place they go to is YouTube, right? Just go and. What's your take on that? Like, is it advisable to go to YouTube
Yes,
and learn?
of course. You know that all the students which we are getting, they tried in YouTube. We can learn to a certain extent, but what I feel it was challenging because they are really professional. For example, if I teach on YouTube, okay, so maybe the first lesson I can play very easily. But you try from your side, you cannot play that. So maybe you try 10 times or 15 times, and this guy on YouTube playing very nicely, and you are not able to cope up with that. So what you will say, this is not cup of my tea.
Yeah.
Okay, music is not for me. So that is the only disadvantage. So I follow learn from the beginners. So that's what I'm trying to do with this my online learning platform. I'm taking a fresher and I'm recording it lively with his mistakes. So when you watch that video, this guy makes a mistake, why don't I? I can make mistakes. So that learning goes in timeline along with the videos. But if you learn from a professional, that this is only the disappointment, you cannot play like him. So you may get disappointed.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's true. And in YouTube, then I mean, it's made for a general audience that you just don't know, like advanced or beginners. And now with a lot of kids, they may have interest in one thing today, and then their interest shifts, right? Because kids are very this. So does that happen? Like kids come to you, start learning, and then they lose interest, or do they change interest and they say, no, I don't want to learn piano anymore, I want to learn drums, or I want to shift?
Yeah, that happens, but it's very rare.
Okay.
Because before joining, we will ask the question, okay, why you want to take piano? Why you want to take drums? Because some of them, my parents, they want to, because especially when it happened with the boys, they wanted to learn piano or keyboard or guitar. They want to play drums. That's the thing. So I tell the parents, I can teach them piano, but he will be a poor pianist. But if you want him to play like his maximum capacity, put him into drums, where his interest is. If you like the drums, send them for drums. Don't push them for guitar or piano or something like that.
Yeah.
So we will ask them, and as the kids' mind keep on changing, sometimes they switch to other instruments and all that happens.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. What about grown-ups? Like, do you get like grown-ups coming to you, professionals and business people coming to you like for learning?
Yes. My oldest student, he was 85.
85.
He was the CEO and president of a company.
Okay.
He wanted to play one song for his 85th birthday.
Wow.
And recently one retired lady, she joined. She was, I think, 60 plus last year. And she told, after a few weeks, she told, okay, I don't think I can play. I said, no, ma'am, you have to try it. Now she passed the level 1 exam of Trinity College, London. And last week she told me, sir, can I join you as a teacher? I don't need any salary, but I wanted to teach because music's, it changed me a lot.
Wow.
So that's how it is. Maybe I can send some of her videos to you so you can see that, 60 plus lady plays the electric guitar with the track.
Wow.
The magic of music.
Yeah. We have a lot of people who are working professionals, right? We go through a lot of stress in our life.
Yes.
And we all know music is a stress reliever, can help me. If I listen to music, it can help me this. But here we're not talking about just listening to music, we're talking about learning music instruments, and like you said, you're creating music versus listening to music. How much time does one have to invest into learning music as someone like me, I have so many things going on. So can you tell me how and why?
I can give you an advice. Unless and until you don't want to take music as a career, you just spend 10 to 15 minutes a day. It's more than enough. But make it as a habit. Because what all the things you are doing when you wake up, brushing up, taking shower and all these things, music is just like, a habit. Make it as a habit. It gives a lot of, changes in your life. For example, before you step out for the work, just play one song that gives you positive energy. For example, if you are going for a stressful meeting and you have to do a very long or hard presentation, just listen to your favorite music and go to the stage, and you can see the confidence level goes up. The same thing, before you go to bed, just play one or two favorite songs. You will get a sound sleep, and in the morning you can wake up in that freshness of the music. That's how it is.
Yeah, so it has an impact on your mood completely.
Yes, it can change your mood completely.
Yeah, yeah.
If you are sad, you can listen to music. If you are happy, listen to music. So music can create the mood.
By the way, talking of sad, right? A lot of people, like when they're sad, they listen to sad music. Is that, I mean, it's just taking you more into that sad thing, right? Shouldn't it be the opposite? Like, if you're sad, listen to something happy or...
It depends.
Okay.
You cannot laugh, or you cannot, because sometimes, we have to go through sadness, or we have a lot of ups and downs. Okay? So if somebody is in, for example, if it's a demise or, death happened, we cannot listen to rock music or something.
Yeah.
So that times the mild, sad music, which will wipe out, all our sadness. We have to listen to that, not always.
Yeah.
According to the mood, change the music.
Yeah.
Why we have different lights in different colors?
True.
Okay, the same thing. Use that different music to change your, mood.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 days you listen to that sad music. But the third day, Jack Ma said, today is bad, tomorrow will be worse. But day after tomorrow, sunshine. We have to aim that sunshine music. Today maybe you are in, down stage, listen to that music. Tomorrow also, but day after tomorrow, you should rock.
Yeah.
That's the music. That's the power of music.
Yeah. You said that about 15 minutes a day and, learning an instrument. So you're saying that, to play 15 minutes or just spend 15 minutes a day, but then if I want to, let's say, enroll into your institute and come and learn, so how long is that? Is that like weekly classes, daily classes? How does that work? How much time does one invest into?
For the private sessions, we did only once a week lessons.
Once a week?
Yeah,
okay.
That is only the learning part.
Okay.
Okay, just learn for 30 minutes and you have to practice every day like 10-15 minutes throughout the week. Make it perfect.
Okay.
That people are more concerned about their physical health, like they used to go to gym.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many of them are concerned about the mental health, which plays a big role in our life. So this music is related to the mental part. So you go to gym or
I do.
fitness.
Yeah.
It's the same time you have to take care of your... Yes. So how long you are walking out of the gym? Maybe 1 hour or 45 minutes at least.
Yeah.
The same thing you just apply into your mental health. Maybe you start with 5 minutes. It will go to 10 minutes. Then it go to 15 minutes. You don't know that how the time goes in music.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was part 1 of our interview with Sam Cleetus, and we're going to continue this in part 2. You will hear more about the magic of music and how music impacts, and about the business of music, the challenges that Sam faced. All of this coming up in part 2. So stay tuned for the next episode, and you've been watching and listening to Be Your Own Boss.